Hello everyone, today I'm taking you on one of the craziest and most tragic stories in hip-hop, the rivalry between Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G aka Biggie. This story of friendship that turned into a nightmare changed rap forever and left behind a series of still unexplained tragedies. Hold on tight because it's going to be intense. The beginnings of their friendship seem to be promising. At the beginning of the 90s, everything seemed to be going well. Tupac was already a superstar on the West Coast, while Biggie is starting to make a name for himself on the East Coast. By surprise, these two rap giants became friends. They meet, hang out together, share scenes, and then afterward Tupac takes Biggie under his wing like a big brother. Can you imagine? The two were so close that Tupac hosted Biggie at his house. Everyone thought they were going to dominate the rap world together, but boom. In November 1994, everything changed. Tupac arrives at Quad Studios in New York for a recording. And there, in the hall he fell into an ambush. Tupac was shot 5 times, including a bullet in the head. But the worst part is that Tupac is convinced that Biggie and his team are behind this attack. Why this thought of Tupac? Because Biggie and Puff Daddy were in the same studio at the time of the attack. Tupac survives, but the physical injury is nothing compared to the betrayal he feels. He publicly accuses Biggie and Puff Daddy of plotting against him. Biggie totally denies it, but Tupac doesn't want to know. This is where friendship turns into a war on two sides. From there, we enter a new dimension. This is no longer just a personal feud, but a cultural war between the West Coast and the East Coast. Tupac signed with Death Row Records, the label of Suge, a true titan on the West Coast. For his part, Biggie shines at Bad Boy Records, managed by Puff Daddy in New York. The media are feasting on this rivalry, the fans are choosing sides, and things are starting to boil over all over the country. We are squarely in the middle of a national-scale conflict. Tupac against Biggie, diss tracks and provocations. The attacks reached a new level when Tupac released Hit 'Em Up in 1996. A song where he beat Biggie like never before. Tupac doesn't just rap, he goes very far by even claiming to have slept with Faith Evans, Biggie's wife. The clash becomes personal and violent. Biggie, for his part, remains more discreet, but everyone knows that the tension is at its height. And then it comes from thunder. In September 1996, after a boxing match in Las Vegas, Tupac was shot dead in his car by an unidentified gunman. He died a few days later in hospital, a shockwave in the world of rap. Disappointed, 6 months later, in March 1997, it was Biggie who was shot dead in Los Angeles, in similar circumstances. The two biggest figures in rap are gone, and no one really knows who is behind these murders. These two tragic deaths shook the world of hip-hop. After these assassinations, the war between the West Coast and the East Coast subsided, but it left a bitter legacy. Tupac and Biggie became legends, but their feud marked history forever. So there you have it, friends. It was the story of a broken friendship, a rivalry gone wrong, and a tragedy that cost the lives of two of rap's biggest stars. The murders of Tupac and Biggie are still shrouded in mystery, but their music lives on. Tell me in the comments what you think of this story. Do you think all this could have been avoided? Who do you think is behind these murders? Leave a like if this video captivated you, and subscribe for more stories about hip-hop's defining moments. Let's go.